Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. Season 1 Reloaded is now out. We have a couple new maps to play on. We have a new event, which actually adds quite a lot to the game, especially if you're a zombies player. And at the very end, of course, you will unlock the new Maelstrom full auto shotgun. That all sounds well and good, except one of the rewards that we get while going through this event right here has the entire community up in arms, or rather up in fingers right now, because look at the hand on Santa Claus here. Now, I've played a lot of zombies so far here in Black Ops 6, but I'm yet to see a single zombie with 6 fingers. In fact, if we go back to the Santa Claus that we had during the Warzone event last year, only 5 fingers on that guy as well. Where are we getting 6 here? Well, this is leading a lot of people to believe that this was created by AI and then put into the game, which furthers that narrative that Call of Duty has lost its soul. Like, a lot of stuff that we see in-game anymore isn't actually made by a passionate dev or somebody who's rising through the ranks at the studio and really trying to do their best and put the best product out there that they can, but rather they're just using AI tools. It's actually in the descriptions of the job listings that Activision is posting for their artists now. A lot of stuff is just now created by AI, and in fact, I went into ChatGPT just to see how easy this would be, and all I asked was for a Call of Duty Black Ops 6 loading screen with a zombie Santa Claus. That was essentially it, and this was the image that it came up with. This already looks like stuff that you see in COD, right? When you see stuff in the shop, when you see loading screens, it already looks like that. I then asked the bot to go ahead and get rid of the logo and make it look like zombie Santa is attacking the screen, and this image right here came up, which again, this looks so much like what they released for COD now. The third one wasn't nearly as good. I tried to make it replicate the AI image that we have in the game by making Santa attack you a bit more and also have like red presents in the background, and it kind of looks like an asylum back there to an extent, and this is what ChatGPT came up with. It doesn't look exactly like what we saw within the game, but the point still stands. They are using AI to create so much in the game, and on one hand, automation can be a good thing, but when it comes to a video game like COD, when it comes to cosmetics and rewards and things like that, you want it to be made by a real person. You want that real soul and passion and creativity to be put into your video game, and that's not something we're really seeing a lot of anymore here within the Call of Duty franchise. And all this controversy comes out just 2 days after the newly announced Black Cell Rewards program, where for paying $30 a season for the Black Cell Battle Pass, you will get stacking XP and weapon XP buffs permanently. Now, obviously, this is not pay to win or anything, but it certainly is pay to progress, and it furthers that narrative that nothing in COD really feels authentic anymore. Like, did you get a really high kill game? Well, the algorithm probably set you up to do that. Do you see a Prestige Master in your lobby? Well, they probably bought a ton of double XP, whether it was monster cans or maybe they're loading up on Little Caesars. Regardless, you assume that they were using tons of XP boost. You see Dark Matter in your game, you think, well, they probably 2-box to get that faster. And if you see a really cool cosmetic reward or an item in the shop, well, that was probably made by AI and not a real artist. This nefarious stuff on the back end is so infuriating for me. I remember seeing a comment a while ago, and it was actually one of the top comments of the video, where somebody said they enjoy COD way more when they don't keep up with the news surrounding it, because most of the time, the news isn't good. Like today, Season 1 Reloaded, it is a good update. It truly is, but at the same time, you have all this other stuff coming out as well. It's never just always positive news when it comes to COD, so if you just turn your brain off, you'll probably enjoy the game a lot more. But for me personally, as a YouTuber and as a longtime Call of Duty fan, somebody who's been playing this franchise forever, it's really hard not to pay attention to this stuff. And I will say though, Season 1 Reloaded is good. Hacienda being back is nice. I'm curious how the map is going to play in the long term though, because this map was designed for Black Ops 4, and as such, it does not have that same like fast-paced craziness that we're used to in Black Ops 6. It's more of a proper multiplayer map, and I will say, even as someone who loves the old school map design, it was a bit jarring to jump on Hacienda and not find gunfights constantly all over the place like I do on all of the other maps here in Black Ops 6. Like, it is nice to play, it looks freaking fantastic, but I'm curious to see what the community reaction is going to be like, because while Hacienda was like an average map within Black Ops 4, it's one of the biggest maps that we now have here within Black Ops 6, so that will be interesting. But yeah, it's nice to have Hacienda back. The new face-off map is going to make so many people happy. Not me personally, I'm done with Dark Matter, so therefore I don't want to play on this map, but this map is a super meat grinder, essentially. It feels a lot like Shipment in terms of pace. It's kills and deaths everywhere. It looks nice, it's fine and everything, but man, it is just another meat grinder map where people are gonna go to get their camo challenges done and everything. But keep in mind, like Exclusive Ace said a couple of days ago, they changed the XP values to the point where you're only getting like 30, 35 XP per kill because of how small the map is. So again, if you're looking to level up or anything like that, make sure you're utilizing challenges while you're playing on a small map like this, because the XP you get for kills is just freaking terrible. You really get nothing whatsoever. And then we have Holiday Nuketown. This is beautiful. Absolutely. They typically do a very good job when it comes to the holiday-themed Nuketown maps. The Halloween Nuketown that we had back in Cold War was fantastic. But the biggest thing for me, and note how I'm clearly just packet bursting everywhere around the map here in a private match, it very much looks like the art on this map was designed by real people as compared to AI, or at the very least, it was like individually set and placed by real people. The attention to detail is actually pretty crazy, and Call of Duty historically has been pretty good at that. The game is so fast-paced that a lot of the time people don't stop to smell the roses, but if you actually look around at all of the rooms and the environmental storytelling that's going on, as well as just the set design in general, Call of Duty does a pretty good job of that, and what we have here with Holiday Nuketown is freaking fantastic. So the update is good. It's nice to have new maps. We're working towards a new shotgun right now. The new sniper will be coming down the line. We have different game modes coming down the line as well. The update's good, but going back to it, man, Call of Duty is still lacking a lot of that soul that the older games used to have. I would say one of the last games to have like real soul would be Call of Duty World War II. And how do you describe that, right? How do you define soul to somebody? Well, I think the best way to boil it down is when you play the game, it makes you feel something. You feel immersed in the game. Even a game like COD, which is not really supposed to be immersive, if you just walk around the map in a private match, it kind of gives you a certain feeling as you're walking through it. You can see all the different set pieces. You kind of get lost for a second and forget the fact that you're playing a video game. That is one way to describe soul. And a lot of the Call of Duty games that have come out recently just simply do not have that. And now that we know that they're working so much with AI, it's harder and harder to get the same feeling out of these newer games as compared to the older ones, especially intellectually knowing that so much of this is being made by AI now. I will wrap the video up here on a positive note, however, because I might be one of the only people in the world to ever have this happen. It was actually pretty freaking funny, and I think you guys are going to get a kick out of it. I died today to my own SAM turret. I didn't even know that was possible, but I did. I was just playing the game, and you guys may have seen the clip earlier, but here we're gonna like super slow down and focus in on it. We're playing on Hacienda. I have a SAM turret in the back of the map. The idea being I'm trying to get my mastery badge for the SAM turret. I only need to blow up a couple more UAVs with it. Well, there's somebody on the other team using the Valkyrie rockets. So they shot the Valkyrie rocket. It was flying by me. It wasn't gonna hit me, but it was flying by me. My SAM turret locked onto the rocket, and the explosion of my SAM turret blowing up the rocket kills me and gives me a suicide by SAM turret. Just when I think I've seen everything in the Call of Duty franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on Season 1 Reloaded, as well as the AI debacle down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.